napkins, break the plates. Bilbo Baggins go with us. Can't remember our names? Torrance angry, break the glass. Trolls Avadian, let us go. How adventurous is life. We have sharpened our swords. Bilbo march with kitchen knife. Cut the orbs and go ahead. Bilbo's scared as little child. So what will he get instead of his hole in Cozy Shire? This is a poem of mine called The Dwarf's Son about Bilbo Baggins, who was the main character of Ronald Tolkien's famous tale, The Hobbit Returned Back Again. It tells us about a little hobbit who was enough courageous to have a lone journey. So what did he finally get instead of quiet life? Well, of course, he hardly managed not to be eaten or boiled for a couple of times, but when he returned home rich, he realized that life experience was his biggest treasure. So let's talk about experience. Scientifically talking, experience is a group of programs based in our neurons. For example, when the person watches somebody rollerblading, his neuronal system gets those programs we know as experience and is able to reproduce them. What about dividing experience into some groups? The first type is communication experience, which is a necessary part of everyday life. The second type is routine experience, which means some programs calling for washing, reading, writing, and so on. The third type is extreme experience, which people usually got during some extraordinary situations. And the fourth type is language experience, which is one of the most important ones. Why language experience is one of the most important ones? Let's just remember one famous quotation: the more languages you know, the more times you are human. So how can we get that experience? By means of working hard, of course. Studying, learning new words, reading articles, but sometimes people need a pause, and that pause is a good chance for language traveling. Language traveling is one of the best ways to get practice. You can just enjoy sightseeing, shopping, or relaxing on the beach while learning new words and finding out something useful. My ideal language journey would consist of visiting at least 3 countries as I learned 3 foreign languages: the Italian, German, and English, of course. That's why it would be wonderful to visit England at first. Although the most teenage girls dream about visiting London, I'd prefer to go to Chester. I find Chester a very inspirable town, and it's really important for me because, as you could guess, I'm fond of literature, and writing poems is my another passion. And Chester, it's like an atmosphere, an example of atmosphere of Great Britain. And I think speaking English and being understood is one of the best feelings in the world. At least I had such a feeling while my trip to Poland, where I used to communicate in English. The next destination of my ideal trip would be Dresden. Oh, just imagine, the famous Dresden Gallery, masterpieces of Renaissance and Gothic architecture. It might have taken me about a week in that city to make a deep breath of art and incredible German language. Herzlich willkommen in Dresden! And what a journey without visiting mountains. Switzerland is waiting for us, isn't it? A country of 4 languages is an ideal place to get some practice. And a wonderful alpine view can be a chance to feel something extraordinary. Who knows, maybe it's an opportunity to get another hobby, for example, snowboarding or making snowmen for time. My third language for now is Italian. That's why visiting Rome or Florence would be unbelievable. All those flowers, the sun, and Italian architecture, what can be better? I wish everything was like Antonio Celentano saying, "Buongiorno Italia con I tuoi artisti con caffè ristretto e canarino sopra la finestra." So, can you find a person who has never dreamt about traveling? Personally, I have, and it's a real fortune if you've got an opportunity to watch the world. So then, why don't you do it both for pleasure and educational goals? Exploring you, formulating first thoughts in a foreign language, like making first steps in your babyhood, it all trains our minds, it makes us more experienced and happy, of course. And I believe that Studix Company will help us to make our dreams come true. Thank you for watching.